Have you ever wondered what role God plays in your life? In this fast-paced world, it's easy to lose sight of who we truly serve. Acknowledging God in all aspects of our lives allows His will to manifest through us. This divine guidance shifts our focus away from self-driven desires towards actions that fulfill His good pleasure. Now, let's delve into the distractions of self-guidance. Leviticus 19:31 warns us, "Do not turn to mediums or necromancers. Do not seek them out, and so make yourselves unclean by them. I am the Lord your God." These ancient words echo a contemporary truth, our modern tendencies to seek guidance from everything but God. This act of seeking external validation distracts us from the purity and clarity of God's way. It's a detour that leads us astray, blurring our focus on God's path. Yet, rejecting these distractions is not as easy as flipping a switch. It's a conscious choice we make each day, every moment. It's a commitment to put God first in everything we do, to seek His guidance above all else. This commitment is not without its rewards. It aligns our desires with God's, allowing us to focus on what eternally matters. And what matters more than the eternal? What matters more than the divine purpose that God has for each of us? This purpose is not hidden or mysterious. It's not a puzzle to be solved or a challenge to be overcome. It's a path to be walked, a journey to be embarked upon with faith and trust in God's guidance. So let's trust in God's guidance. Let's reject the distractions of self-guidance and focus on God's path. As Leviticus warns, seeking guidance from anything but God only leads us astray. Let's embrace the role of God in our lives, allowing His will to manifest through us. Let's walk the path that God has laid out for us, guided by His wisdom and love. Let's make God the focus of our lives. Now let's delve deeper into the concept of trust. Trusting in God is not just a spiritual practice, but a transformative shift in our understanding of our lives and actions. Let's take a look at Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. The passage invites us to trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths. This is not a passive trust, but an active surrendering of our own limited understanding. It's a conscious choice to allow God's wisdom to guide our every step. This trust reshapes our understanding of life, ourselves, and our purpose. It's like switching from a blurry, handheld compass to a clear, high-precision GPS. Suddenly, the path we thought was straight might seem crooked, and the path we thought was wandering might seem directed. But that's the beauty of it. We begin to see our lives from God's perspective, not just our own. This shift in focus from the transient to what eternally matters transforms our desires and ambitions. No longer are we chasing after fleeting pleasures or worldly achievements. Instead, we are aligning our hearts with God's, seeking what is good, pure, and pleasing to Him. When we trust in the Lord with all our heart, our path becomes straight and clear. We move from confusion and doubt to clarity and confidence, knowing we are walking in the light of His love and wisdom. Finally, we'll explore how God enables and motivates us to align with His will. The book of Philippians, chapter 2, verse 13, provides an insightful basis for this exploration. It reads, "For it is God who works in you, both to will and to work for His good pleasure." This verse reveals a profound truth about our relationship with the divine. It suggests that our will, our actions, and indeed our very motivations are directly influenced by God's purposeful work within us. This divine empowerment is not about stripping us of our free will, but rather about aligning our desires with those of our Creator. It's about moving beyond our limited, self-centered ambitions and stepping into the grand, eternal purpose that God has for each of us. When we acknowledge this divine empowerment, our perspective shifts. We begin to see our lives not as a series of random events shaped by our own desires, but as an orchestrated journey guided by the hand of God. This shift in focus from personal ambitions to God's higher call can be transformative. It can lead us away from the transient and towards what eternally matters. So, what does this mean for us as followers of God? It means that we should strive to recognize God's work within us, to align our will with His, and to act in accordance with His good pleasure. For, as Philippians reminds us, it is God who works within us, guiding our focus towards His good pleasure. In conclusion, focusing on God in every aspect of our lives brings not just clarity, but also joy. Let's recap. Reject the lure of modern necromancers, those distractions that pull us away from God's path. Trust in God wholeheartedly, letting not our own understanding guide us, but His. Embrace His work within us, aligning our desires with His divine will. This week, ask yourself, are you seeking guidance from the world, or are you letting God lead your steps